Okay.
User in your channel started recording.
Yeah. Let me know then, Frosty or Fungi. Fungi, what is Jacob doing?
So the corridor. Yes, corridor where food used to usually come has not, right?
Well,
there are guards in the way.
Yes, there are ship guards. Cox? What kind of soldiers did you send to secure the gun deck?
Rather capable ones, because he has a lot of guns.
Well, no, their guns point out of the ship. The gun deck shoots out.
Oh, I thought it was like an armory.
Yeah, no, not the armory. This is where there are 4 big cannons on one side of the ship and 4 big cannons on the other side of the ship that shoot other ships.
Okay, my bad. Anyway, basically, they're slightly above average. The best he used to more secure these guys were, they're a little better. They can hold their own, but not the greatest.
Fungi, we can hear you spinning. Yeah. Probably some of the recruited pirates who took to discipline better than not.
Yep, along with at least one commander he knows he can trust, because they're fucking pirates.
Very good. So there you go, Fungi. That's who is now in the corridor. Fungi?
He may be muted.
You get me to mute myself. I then talk and I'm muted. The fuck. 1 second. Yeah. No, the highlights I've done are too drastic. The hair looks shit. Balls.
Sorry.
Oh, the other guy's beard is so nice, and this one is not. Oh, fuck. Yeah. So he's going to get essentially his 2 lieutenants. They don't really need between names or NPCs unless it comes to that. Is he 2 people that he trusts and are also sort of bodyguards. So, 2 high-ranking people that he has. And he's going to go to that corridor in person. So he's going to open the gates, he's going to walk down there, find the guards, and just go, what the hell? What is going on?
They would have
what
orders.
Were their standing? Yeah, I was going to say, what are their standing
Basically,
orders?
keep people from going in and out. However, if anyone from his group were to try to negotiate, they will attempt to do so. Of course, this was before the power went out, when they could directly refer to him, so it's up to how good their leader is at the moment.
All right, so give me opposed rolls. Fungi, your roll, and then Joe, your roll. And Fungi, you want a good roll, and Joe, if you get a very low number, then these guys are going to do what you want them to do. If you get a medium roll, I'll determine their reaction. If you get a really bad roll, shit's going to hit the fan.
Well, I rolled a 98.
Let me just double check.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Did Stan have fate? Stan had a fate point. Stan was a fated character.
Well then.
Okay. So, Jakob, what do you say to these men with their guns?
What is this? We have food every day and you stop us getting food? Do you want us to starve?
Am I playing this guy, or...?
If you'd like to, yeah. I'd say you got a good enough roll that you could choose to.
You hold yourself up in here. Our orders are to prevent any from coming in here until you come and see some sense. The ship is an emergency need, and the lieutenant commander needs you and your men.
Indeed, it's emergency. I am stopping heretics is the wrong word. I am stopping secessionists from getting into the gun decks. Massive explosions, massive ammunition. You get that in ship with people who want to blow stuff up. It's bad happen. I close door. It is good thing. Now we need food to keep door closed. You tell me this is bad thing. What the hell?
You can leave a small guard contingent here, but we need you elsewhere. there are heretics actively sabotaging the ship.
Jakob will turn to one of the gentlemen and say he's an absolute fucking monster of a guy whose face looks like it had a fight with an anvil, and one is going to talk in gunnery speak, which is essentially you go keep a hold of things here. You know what I do. Keep the doors closed. Don't open it for anyone but me or... Fuck it, no, don't open it to anyone but me.
Because the food might be compromised.
Not just that, there's many things. If I say anyone like higher ranking, well, he doesn't trust people who are higher ranking right now.
Yes,
Alex
Jacob.
Joseph. Hi, Stan!
The fuck is this? You bring tiny alcoholic woman to me? 1 second. Yeah, so Stan will bring his other lieutenant with him. Just another big burly man whose moustache is so good, holy fuck. And they are going to just basically try and find whoever the fuck is in charge. Where would the guard direct him? We need you. Okay, where you'll need IB?
The leader of the little guard group he left will assign 2 of his guards to escort you up to the bridge where Cox is. The rest will stay and wait further orders.
Is it weird that I can smell the model paint?
I think you're having a stroke, Frosty.
Then again, I'm pretty
Yeah,
used to the smell.
It's weird, mental thing. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, so Jacob and Mustache, as well as 2 of the crummy guard. I gave him a name. God damn it!
I'm gonna say the lieutenant is Pavel.
The fuck?
Pavel, it's a name.
You mean the guy with the mustache?
Yeah, Pavel Mustache.
Okay, Pavel Mustache. And then the guy with the beard? The anvil face?
Waiting boss man. Apparently he already has a name.
Anvil.
In fact, no. The guy with the anvil face. But no, as I'm naming everyone on our fucking hockey team, anvil face is Cronwall.
Is that a reference to Borderlands?
No, Cronwall is number 55. He's one of the best defensemen in the league right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. We'll move on. We'll stop making jokes.
Okay, so these 2 and just 2 of the guards from the sergeant, like mooks, basically?
Pretty much. If they try anything stupid, Stan's guys will fucking murder them. There's no question there.
Okay. So, Bob, since this is your mini-mission Ascension, give me a roll to see what kind of trouble Jacob gets in on his way to the bridge. Jacob. So, the good news is he's going to eventually make it. There's not going to be any interference.
Oh, thank God.
So, while this is taking place, though, you know what? Yeah, you guys would have had your conversations. So the Master of Whispers had reported. You guys, right? The Master of Whispers. You had just got your document. What was the document you got?
It was that Captain's command override was being used all over the ship, and then they asked where he could be, and you gave me secret info.
Yes. So you now have the information of the captain. Are you going to share that?
Yeah, I'm going to say to them, perhaps the captain is still in his quarters, like he has been for the most of the time.
She.
Sorry. I'm not good with the pronoun game yet.
And no one's bothered to check.
Well, no. She's been kind of depressed and drunk. You know how it goes.
So the whole entire time the captain's been reported missing, nobody let to check her quarters.
Well,
Joe,
some
your
people
character
did.
would have. Cox, her quarters were locked. Nobody's answering. If there is somebody in there, they're being a dick.
What's this again? I missed the name.
The captain. So if the captain's... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Unfortunately, there's nothing to do but the captain right now. Besides, it's not like she's been much use in the past.
Well, somebody's using her codes.
Somebody's using her codes, and I want to know how they got them. So, I would greatly appreciate it if somebody can get the captain's door open.
Unfortunately, Tech Priest, can you contact another of your kind? Bring them here to the bridge immediately. If need be, ask through Engine Seer Graham.
Is this beeper going to cooperate, Jess?
Excellent. Alexandra, when that tech priest arrives, I shall send for a group. I hate taking more people off duty.
You don't have to. I will go with the tech priest myself.
If you feel confident enough to go alone, I can't stop you. And unfortunately, I cannot spare the men to assist you either.
That is understandable. Right now, we have a lot more to worry about than my own personal safety.
Yes.
Now, Secretaries, the thing I've asked of you, is it done?
Yes, I was just about to get to that. Yes, it is settled. In the, what was it, the smaller comms array?
Are you actually going to say that out loud on the bridge?
No, not yet, but I'm just checking.
Yes, the lower ComSat array.
Yeah, okay. If you wouldn't mind stepping outside.
No.
No?
No, I don't mind.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. We'll leave you to it, Commander. And, doopy-doopy-doo, out of the door.
Okay.
With a swagger.
I'm actually making the ship larger here, so we have a bigger game mat to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With the Kelly swagger. So, quick look around. Is there anyone?
You guys would be able to
And
find a private location well enough.
Okay. So, other than that little meeting, I managed to settle one.
Excellent. When and where?
It would be in the lower comms array. In a, he will take out his chrono and flip it open and check. 2 hours and, what would it be?
10 minutes
40
or
minutes?
so.
No.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
2
It's
hours,
taking a
10
while for you
minutes.
guys to move through the ship.
Yeah. So, that would leave you about a bit over an hour before you need to get going. Bang, click. Close the chrono.
Gemini, assassination or sabotage, something she would do in this situation. Or is this something? Is those two things too? Say, what's the one I'm thinking of? High profile for her normal action.
Well, normally I would say those are a bit high profile, but I would like to think that she wouldn't steep on that level. After all, she has quite a lot compared to the other people. But then again, yes.
So there's a chance she did it, but he really hopes that's not the case.
He bets that it's not her, but there's a chance, there's a possibility. Not discarding that in the win. After all, it's tumultuous times on the ship.
I wouldn't. I'd like to suspect her, but I highly doubt she would do this, otherwise she would turn the whole entire ship against, and I highly doubt she can handle that.
Well, if she would have wanted that, she would have acted long ago. Well, at least I think so. She's a wise woman. Well, sort of.
Okay. Jess, give me another roll to repair the power on the ship. Well, okay then. So pretty much, I'm going to say the hallway that Alexandra and Willing are having their conversation, you guys are going to be able to spot Jakob basically being led past that hallway heading towards the bridge. Are you guys going to intercept him, chase him, or ignore him?
I'm going to intercept.
I will follow. I'm interested.
Jakob, you should remember Alexandra.
How long ago was that adventure?
3 months and a couple of weeks.
Before
2 months and a couple of weeks.
Before she became the drunken lady.
Okay, so who sees who first?
She'd see him first, but are you guys, like, Alexandra, you're just going ahead and saying, hold up, or...
Yeah.
And Willing will be just hovering behind her, checking what's going on.
Sorry, Alexandra said hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay, I didn't hear. Sal just turned, he's surprised, wondering what the hell's going on.
Hold for a second, I need to speak with you first.
Who are you to... Oh, I know you.
Yes. I know you well, too.
Yeah, he was frowning, but one of his eyebrows just raises, and he goes, well, we work together, I hardly say well.
Yeah. Yes. But I want to understand, why did you exactly shut down the gun deck? From your opinion,
I do not understand why everyone have problem with this. We are not at war. There is war in ship. I have place with very, very big bomb. I close door to stop people getting bomb, and I am bad guy.
Bomb?
Yes, we shoot bomb across space to other ship. This is what guns do.
Oh, okay. Like, wait, bomb was like... you
torpedoes.
Mean the torpedoes, okay. That's a bit different. Okay, yes.
He shrugs and goes, people on the deck speak different to the rest of the ship.
Yes, I want to know if the rumors and I've heard are accurate, that you shut it down and closed down the gunner deck because people have been making moves against it.
There are different factions all over the ship. Some people are just out for themselves. Other people are trying to make move for the entire control of ship. I do not know who is in control of what, who follows Imperium, who follows own ideal. Until I know that, I shut down deck.
Good. If I can get... Do you recognize the name of Geminar?
He will turn and spit on the floor. Yes, I know this name.
I'm going to be speaking with her. If I can get her to stand down from what she's trying to do, will you be willing to open up the gunnery decks again?
I hardly see why we need gunnery decks right now, but if you can restore some semblance of order to the ship, then yes.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Why are you back on ship?
This is my home. I'm going to try to make sure that we don't tear ourselves apart after what happened.
And what exactly did happen?
Let's just say...
big mess.
A big mess. And someone let their emotions take control of their reason.
I know one of those people.
Quiet, you. Stan is going to look less than impressed with that answer. And starts to... he takes a step in the direction he was going again, saying, well, I must see... turns to God. Who are we going to see again?
Lieutenant Commander Cox.
Yes, I must see.
Arms.
I must see Cox again. He's making life difficult for me.
Yeah. I'm just going to go... Well, I'll go with you.
And I shall follow too.
I do not like you, bold little man.
Okay.
If that's in character, I don't say that. I figured Frosty was hiding.
No, I'm not hiding. I'm just, hovering behind Alexandra.
Oh.
I'm not hiding at all.
Would Jakob know who this person is?
This is the man who's arranged for you to get food.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What's his name again?
Willing. Abel Willing.
Middle name Nigel.
Yes. Abel Nigel Willing.
And his... Why aren't you on this ship?
His rank is the Master Secretarius Lexi, or the Master of Whispers. And it is his job to ensure that everything runs smoothly on a ship as disparate as this one, where there are factions within factions rather than your usual Imperial Navy vessel.
Right. I go, you are... Where you... Okay. My deck doesn't have food right now, and this is a problem.
Yes, I was just about to go talk with Lieutenant Commander Cox about that. I just received the information of him cutting down the food. Unfortunately, I haven't had time yet to talk with him, but...
Well then, we can all go to bridge, all big one happy family. And he'll wrap his arms around the two, Alexandra's and Master Whip's shoulders, and go, let us go to the bridge. We will drink whiskey and vodka.
After you.
And then afterwards we will have real drink.
Vodka is water.
I make it out of cordite and extra plasma fuel. It has a hell of a kick.
Alexandra suddenly gets a contemplative look on her face.
I tell you what, I gave it to Ogren once. He was blind for a week. It was a good day.
Okay, so on your way back to the bridge, the power's coming back on. Praise the Omnissiah! The problem is... Actually, you know what? No, that would be separate. So, Jess, also give me a roll. Are you going to put communications as number 2 on your list of priorities? So we'll also need a roll for communications. Okay, so we've bought you a little bit of time then. It's not going to activate straight away. So, is Graham going to remain in the engineer room doing her work, or is she going to try and get back into the politics? Okay, so she feels now that power's back on, she can leave her subordinates to handle getting the communications array back up. So No, because internal ship communication. Okay, I guess. Well, okay, fine. Your tech priests will have their own box channels that they basically have been using without the rest of the ship knowing.
Well, they all didn't have their internal power source. That does make sense.
Okay, so everybody's going to be a big happy family on the bridge again now that power's back on.
Excellent. So everyone's here then?
All the major players, anyway. Save for Jemadar, of course.
Good work, NGCR Prime. Indeed there is. Also, Alexandra.
Yes, Lieutenant?
Were you not going to look into who was using the captain's code?
I was going to look into this, but I wanted to make sure where the captain was first. If it was last known in her quarters, I would still like to see if anything is still within her quarters.
I believe that's where you were heading originally.
Well,
Is there a
we were,
miscommunication
but
here?
we were, but we happened to meet with these two great gentlemen over here and decided to talk about the situation, since it affects all of us on the ship.
And that was more important than finding the person with the codes.
Well, if she's still there, she's not going to disappear from there. Thinking that she's probably pissed drunk.
And whoever is using these codes is still running free.
We'll find it.
I'm pretty sure we all know internal communications hasn't been put back on, right?
Internal communications has not yet been restored.
At the moment, it would be really hard to track this person down without internal communications at the moment. I would be trying to hunt this person blind.
Magos states a team is working on communications array.
Do you have a timeline for that?
Probably within an hour and a half. But hold on.
It was created in 41,000 AD.
So hold on. There's I said how many? About 15 minutes. So where's my chart for that? Okay, so 15 divided by 2.16 would be just under 7 millicycles in tech priest speak.
Next, Magos will probably start airing the modem sounds.
Could you please translate that to something the rest of us can understand?
Sorry, I also made a miscalculation there. Be 35 millicycles.
Error.
But yeah, it's basically an hour 15 minutes.
Quick, someone tell the Magos to divide by 0.
This message is false.
A little long for my taste, but it will have to do. Now, Jacob, was it?
Yes.
I understand you locked yourself in the gunnery room. May I ask your reasons?
Throne above. Ship is at war with itself. I close door. Door, behind door, lots and lots of torpedo. Torpedo go boom. Ship no go boom. I'm the only one that sees the sense in this.
Lieutenant Jeff Zealous will approach you and point his crotchety old finger, saying, "You did not receive orders for this."
Lieutenant Zealous, stand down.
He is under my command.
I shall handle this for now. In a state of emergency, as you can see, men tend to act without orders. I intend to rectify that. As for you, Jacob, I do not doubt the sense of your plan. However, you went about it in the wrong fashion. For that, you will be disciplined after this matter has been settled. For now, though, I trust that a few of my men are still patrolling those halls.
The soldier will say, "Yes, the sergeant sent us and us only, sir."
I see. Go back, take half of your squad, and bring them back here to await further orders. The other half will guard the gunnery room.
Are we still not to allow anyone in or out, sir?
Well, there was someone transporting food. Allow that one person through only. Any others must come through with explicit orders from myself or one other from the command crew. I expect written orders.
Sir, yes, sir. And Graham will say, "We have the matter to discuss of the void in command with the captain's absence."
In a moment, I need to finish this here. Jacob, as for you, and your men you have brought,
Just one man.
And your accomplice there, you shall be turned to defense of the ship and be placed directly under Lieutenant Zealous' command. He knows my orders. He will direct you where you need to go, and I trust that you will serve the Omega and the Imperium to the fullest extent of your abilities.
Dan is looking quite livid, but he just nods, doesn't say anything.
Understood. You may go now.
You are too kind.
So Zealous will motion for Zetterberg to come over there.
And Zealous?
Nah.
Matters of discipline regarding Jacob and his men shall be withheld until after the Omega is under control once more.
Yes, sir.
Now, as the Omega said, she wishes to return to the issue of our lack of captain.
Indeed. Quite indeed.
So, Jacob, you've now just overheard that there is a lack of captain, by the way. Like, you've heard rumors, but this is the third in command, basically, talking to another one of the third in commands, that there's no captain. And the absence of a first mate is also kind of bad news.
Well, that just confirms his standing that the people in charge of this ship are fucking idiots. I do a good thing. I stop a crazy woman from getting bombed. I get disciplined. It's a good story. I like it. I will hear it again.
I give it 3 out of 5 vodka bottles.
At the moment, we will work. All of 3 of you, the last remaining people in the highest position of command. I would like to request that you 3 work together equally to solve the current issues, and once we have a more peaceful time, then we can choose someone who can have the final say in everything.
But haven't we all been civilized here and working together? I mean, I've been dispensing my knowledge here freely.
Yes. But right now, I don't want any. I want everybody to. I don't want
everyone to play nice.
I want everybody to play nice at the moment until we can solve the current issues that are at hand. And if the captain is still, it is within her office, still her job. The captain is still alive and in her office. It is still her position, and no one else's.
If she's capable or sober enough.
Yes, but we are going to follow the chain of command.
Hold on, that was kind of mutinous.
Well, he's
Cox?
been going at it this like the whole time.
Cox, how do you feel about that statement out of Willing's lips?
Well, unfortunately, Cox knows it to be true, but he will glare at Willing. Hold your tongue, Master Secretary. She is still our captain.
Yes, of course. I'm just... Again, forget him, I'm not funny. But, like Miss Romanov here suggested, maybe we should go and take a look if she is still alive, and if she is, who has the codes?
Yeah.
Tech Priest states, my fellow servants of the Mechanicus still have a vital job to do, a job which every facet of this ship is in need of, a job which is made more difficult with constant diversions and distractions.
If you need more guards, I shall see what I can do to protect your Tech Priests. We need everything on the ship up and running as soon as possible.
I think she means these captain leadership things that...
She brought it up.
Till everything is settled, inquisitorial override. You will ignore any request or orders following with the captain's codes until I state otherwise.
What does that roll for, Joe?
You may have the backing of the Inquisition, Alexandra, but you do not have the power to do that.
Be that as it may, who is ever using those codes is causing a great deal of trouble and is impeding the repairs and everything else we need to do to get this ship back and running.
She is correct.
She has a point.
Jacob, you're not close enough to hear that.
She still has a point. You shut up.
As
once
the
Magos says, once we have communications up, we should have little issue in tracking them.
Exactly. I promise you that once we either find the captain and we take care of these issues, I will put those commands back into effect. But right now, the welfare, because right now the welfare of this ship and its crew is top priority.
Yes,
Top
that
notch.
you are correct. Do it.
Okay, anything further in this particular conversation?
No,
if
I
she-
suggest we go down, kick down the captain's door.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say you've only got about an hour before your meeting with Jemadar. So,
And how long would it take me? How long would it take me to get to there?
However, before that, an enforcer is going to come running up to the bridge, And when he spots Alexandra, he's going to approach her and say that Marshal Quinn Elias has stated that there's something she must urgently speak with you regarding at the Adeptus Arbites precinct on the upper decks.
Is that on the way?
No. It's kind of a matter of where are you putting your priorities between Jem'Hadar, the Marshal, and the Captain's quarters.
So I can only choose one of those three.
Well, no. Which one do you choose first is the question. What is your top priority? Getting to Jem'Hadar's meeting early? Talking
well, at the
to
moment
the Marshal? Or breaking down the door?
In character, she is kind of going like, okay, everything's focusing on this. It could just be a massive ploy, but she has to be secure about it before she goes into this meeting with Jem'Hadar. So she would see the Marshal first and ask the Secretariat to go to the meeting in her stead and delay as much as he can before she appears.
Secretariat.
Okay, well. Very well. I will do so, but I must say she doesn't like these kind of surprises.
I understand she is most likely not going to be happy with this. Hello, I apologize.
I hope she's listening. But
I hope so too.
Well,
you need to inform her to keep her happy if you need to. About the current situation, if you need to.
The good news, Frosty, is whatever the Marshal is going to reveal to Alexandra, your character will know as well, just because of your network of spies.
Legion of Spies.
The Secretary is going to. Oh, never mind.
Mm-hmm. So, I will take my leave then.
Yep.
I need to prepare a little bit.
Okay. Take me to see the the Marshal, and be quick about it. I have somewhere I need to be. Lieutenant Commander, Magos, I apologize, but I must be going.
Yes.
Okay, so the Arbite station and / Enforcer station is kind of working overtime right now because while there are soldiers running about the ship trying to maintain order under Cox's orders, there isn't enough of them. So the Arbites and the Enforcers are filling in the gaps. And as such, they're basically the second headquarters to organizing defenses of the ship. With the primary headquarters being the bridge, where all the brain trust is, basically. And Marshall is basically handed all that off to somebody else because she's focusing on the investigation because you gave her that authority. And at the same time, she's cherry picking people from her group of enforcers and Arbites rather than dedicating all of them to Cox's orders.
Okay, that's fine.
So she's going to invite you into her office where the Verispex agent will already be present.
Okay.
Well, we've got some findings, and they're not too pleasant.
I was suspecting that. It's not been a pleasant few hours since my day has not been pleasant.
Verispex agent, give us the holo display. The Verispex agent will basically extend a mechadendrite that will display a holographic image that is a recreation of the blade used to kill the Lieutenant Commander Pendis. The hologram will be displayed for a little while. Give me a scrutiny roll.
Scrutiny. Again, not training scrutiny. So, yeah. Seen one blade, you've seen them all.
No. It's not the blade that you're doing the roll for. It's the look on Quinn's face, which you don't notice because you're staring at the blade hologram. So the Verispex agent will then turn off the hologram, and Quinn will dismiss him, saying, "That's all. Be sure to close the door on the way out." And he'll do just that. So it's just you two in the room now. And there is a seat, and Quinn will motion for you to sit there.
I'll remain standing.
He didn't happen to recognize that, did you?
What exactly did it look like?
It was the captain's scimitar.
Oh, it was like... Yes, I recognize that. I hope that is wrong, but if it is, I have a great deal of worry now.
The other issue is that, according to the Verispex report, she'll pull forward a data slate for you to review, that Lieutenant Commander Pendis' office was entered with an override of the captain's code.
Great.
There was no defensive wounds on Lieutenant Commander Pendis, suggesting that his assailant knew him personally and likely took him by surprise. The first attack was likely to disorient, and the second one killed him. And there is a good bet that there are missing documents from Pendis' office based on the state of his desk when we had arrived.
I suspect it's too much to figure out he had any copies of the missing documents hidden somewhere.
I have someone continuing to examine his chambers and somebody stationed to guard them in case of problems. Whatever he was working on got him killed by someone who I suspect killed the captain and extracted her codes, and using her sword as well. I've also sent a number of troops to search the ship for any potential signs of the captain's body, but if it's been jettisoned into space or dropped in the sewage bilge, there's not a lot I can do. Hell, it could have been burnt and thrown in the pile of the other burnt bodies from those goddamn Sisters of Battle. Excuse me for saying that. I overstepped my boundaries. I will pray for penance.
No, everybody's... At the moment right now, I can understand why you said such a heathenist statement, but remember to watch what you say.
Absolutely.
Then some of your most trusted men get into the captain's quarters. Already asked for the Magos to supply someone to break in.
I could actually provide you with devices capable of breaking through virtually any door if you don't want to wait for the Mechanicus to do all their proper rituals.
Luck punch!
Let them do their proper rituals. We do not need to cause a conflict right now.
Very well.
What you discovered is very important, and from what I understand, the last time the captain was seen was in her quarters, so I would appreciate it if you can see if she is in there. No one has checked since the attack.
Well, if you'd prefer, ma'am, I will go personally to investigate that.
You are in charge of this investigation into his death. You feel you need to do it, then do it. If you feel you can trust someone else to take care of it, go ahead and do that. I
think it would be best for me to do it personally, yes.
I need to know if she is within her quarters still, and if she is, whether she is alive or dead.
Absolutely understood. Any expectation on when internal communications will be restored?
So when you're forced to retrieve me, I was informed by the Magos. That would be an hour and 15 minutes.
So probably another hour yet.
Yes.
Well, I'll bring some additional men with me then to secure the captain's quarters when we break in.
Yes. And in case you have not been informed yet, I have by inquisitorial authority, all commands that are using the captain's codes are to be ignored.
Well, I'll keep that in mind here in my office, but the ship is 5 kilometers long, half a kilometer wide, and has tens upon tens of decks. I don't know if I can get the message around quickly enough.
Just make sure it's directed toward your men as best as you can. I've already informed Cox and the Magos of this, and they are spreading the word to their own men currently.
Understood.
Yes, good. Now, as you get onto this, I need to be elsewhere. I have a meeting with somebody who I need to speak with at the moment.
As you wish.
Keep me informed as best you can. Hopefully, I would either be returning to the command bridge, or next time you need to speak with me, wait until communications, because I am going to be all over the ship, so anyone as you send are going to be hard to find me.
Understood.
Okay, and she's going to immediately head toward the communication where she was supposed to get to the meeting.
Sorry, she's going where?
Leaving to head toward the meeting she was supposed to have with Jemadar.
Okay, so she's going to Jemadar's meeting.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to say you're going to make it basically before the Master of Whispers needs to pull any shit to try and buy you some extra time. So all three of you are going to basically be at the location at the same moment. Master of Whispers, are you going to interject or interfere, or just let the two of them speak?
Unless he was being told to leave, he would just linger around, listening to the conversation.
Okay, so Jemadar's going to have basically a couple of armed escorts with her, and she'll smile and nod to Alexandra.
So, I suspect you are the famed Jemadar I've been hearing about all day.
Only all day? I'm surprised. I thought you would have heard about me sooner.
Yes. Our mutual acquaintance doesn't really speak of his private matters.
Well, who are you talking about when you say that?
Let's just say a certain man with a fascination with large weapons.
She kind of lights up a bit, saying, so what's happened to my dear buddy, Vern?
At the moment, that is inquisitorial business, and I cannot speak of it at this moment.
She'll drop her bright cheeriness right down to a scowl as she glares at you, saying, Vern is very important to me. I want to know where he is.
So would I.
Now she's going to scowl, but not angrily, but more of a confused scowl.
I have not seen Vern since from the point where he escaped from the med bay to this moment. I'm going to say that exact time. I'm not saying.
What, escape from med bay?
No.
What the hell do you even?
I wasn't saying that in character. I was saying as the time frame. I don't know the exact time frame since then. So I'm saying from when he escaped.
So what are you saying in character then?
In character, I'm saying I haven't seen him since. In character, and the time I'm going to give is from when he escaped.
Well, time is kind of meaningless. You'd have to give context. So what contextual statement are you making?
I haven't seen him since, I haven't seen him for 2 to 3 weeks. Oh, however long it's been.
2 weeks, basically.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for 2 weeks.
You can tell that upsets her. Because, Vern could probably fix this whole problem going on this ship if just had a little bit of that support and encouragement he provides my business. So maybe you'd do well to track him down for me, bring him back on home.
Trust me, but I have other issues right now I need to take up before I can direct my attention toward that.
Oh, really? Those issues might involve the ship falling apart because certain people got it in their head that they can take control of the whole thing.
Yes, this infighting needs to cease now.
Yeah. I think I can help you with that. Yeah, absolutely. I could definitely help you with that, but I need some help too. I need Vern. Where is he?
As I said, I don't know. I haven't seen him for 2 weeks.
So find him. You're the fucking Inquisition. Find him.
I was only released from the med bay today. I have a lot on my plate right now. I need to take care of it.
Now. Let's calm down and let's not have our emotions run over amok. It would be a really unfortunate to see what you can do if you get really upset.
Yeah, that's right. So tell you what, Lady Fancy Pants. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to go out on a limb here for you, okay? I'll play ball. I'll play your little friendly, let's all hug, yabby dabby dabby doo. You got to make me a promise.
And what is this promise?
You will find my Vern and bring him home to me.
I can only promise that I will try. He's been missing for 2 weeks.
Trying's not good enough. I guess I'm going to just have to try to get this ship back under control.
Fine. If you stop your expansion of influence toward the gunnery deck, and anything else you may be doing to cause a rise of tension, I will do everything within my power to find him.
And
what?
I think you were actually saying it in character, and I interrupted. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I was just saying, if she stops what she's currently doing and back down from the gunnery decks and sees it raising any more conflicts, I would do everything in my power to find him and bring him back to the Omega.
Bring him back to me, not just to the Omega, to me.
Fine.
Great. She'll spit in her hand, extend it, and offer to shake.
Alexander will spit in hers and do the same.
I will give a little smile and nod from Jemadar. When give me an awareness roll with a very low DC.
Oh, I figured she had something planned in case in case something went down. I figured that.
This is actually. What is your perception?
I have a
You
lot
can't
of
be sure. You can't be sure, but you almost hear like an explosion very far off in the distance. Whereas you guys up on the command deck, explosion from the captain's quarters.
Would we have been able to hear that from the bridge, or
The captain's quarters are very close to the bridge, so yeah.
the hell was that?
And Fungi, just because you haven't done a lot tonight for rolling purposes, please roll 5d10. Separate. Oh, no, it doesn't need to be separate. It can't Righteous Fury.
Just 5d10. 1.
Yeah.
5d10.
Whoa.
Fuck. She's dead.
Awesome.
Who's
Cox,
dead?
Cox will. Oh, sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
I just asked who's dead.
You don't know.
It is all your fault, Fungi.
Well, Cox will stand from his seat. That was nearby. Jacob. Take your man and go investigate immediately.
Right.
Zealous will look like, what? No, Elo's not. Sorry, I'm losing my accent here. But basically, Zealous is like, no, this is not Jacob's job. Jacob has to get his men organized to help secure the ship.
Jacob
They're
is the only
strong.
man we have access to right now, Zealous.
Very well, the commander.
I was not concentrating quite as hard as maybe I should. The fuck's happened?
An explosion went off in the captain's quarters. You're being ordered to go investigate.
He will shoot his superior's name, I forget, who was being a douche. A look.
Zealous.
Yeah, she's supposed to look like you're being a douche. Everyone knows you're being a douche. And that guy right there, your boss, just told you off for being a douche. I'm going to the captain's office. See ya.
Magos.
Peace.
Do you think you could spare this tech priest here to go and check as well to accurately assess what the damage was? Thank you. Please make haste.
Okay. Alex is going to turn to Gemini and.
You don't know about
William.
any of this, by the way. You kind of
Wait.
got this faint kind of sound. Like, it could have been someone dropping a very large, heavy metal object on a very large, heavy metal surface.
Yeah, she was just going to ask, like, anyone else hear that?
Hear what?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Thought I heard something.
Oh,
Must have
we
been
are
the
in the
ship creaking.
Yeah, it is an old beastie.
The Imperium well, though. I have one question for you, Gemini, before we end this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to have any knowledge of who may be transporting around the ship using the captain's commands?
Roll inquiry. Well, word is that the captain's running around being a right bitch. I thought you guys would know that much. That's bombshell for your character as well, Frosty.
I was informed she's been missing since the attack.
Missing? Pfft, she's been running around down here for the past 2 weeks.
You happen to know where she is currently?
Yeah, anytime I try to put one of my guys watching her, they end up dead. She doesn't like being watched.
Or sober.
No, this is probably the most sober I've seen her in a long time. Then again, I never actually saw her. I just sort of heard, I mean, I heard about how much she drank. Man, she is looking old. Nothing like those portraits of hers up in the Hall of Heroes. Damn, has she not been taking that, what do they call it, Rejuve treatments?
Thank you, Gemini.
Yeah, no problem.
What?
Just remember our bargain.
I remember your bargain, and I will try to follow. I will follow through on my end. Now, if you
Glad to
excuse
hear
me,
it.
I got some important business to deal with, and she's gonna pretty much angrily stomp off toward the bridge.
Okay. And Secretarius Willing, are you going to stay with Jemadar or follow Alexandra?
He will ask Jemadar if she has anything she likes to talk about before leaving.
Keep an eye on that Alex girl. She's for someone who works for the Inquisition, I would have thought a bit of a bigger backbone.
Well, will do. And you'll just.
We'll start playing nice. Like I said, I'm going to take all my men. I'm going to tell them to put down any of the rebels who are causing trouble, and we'll get this ship under control for you guys. Don't you worry.
Then everything can go back to relatively normal.
Yeah.
And I will leave and actually try to speed up so that I will try
Catch
to
up
catch.
with Elle.
Yeah.
All right. And Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Time to pause the recording for the final piece.
User in your channel stopped recording.